Curtis Joash pleaded guilty to ripping off Social Security for 27 years before the Social Security Administration finally discovered and stopped his fraud.
Got a picture, huh?
The I-Team caught up with Joash 2 weeks ago after a federal judge in Cincinnati sentenced him to 5 years of probation, including 6 months of home confinement. Federal court records show Joash's mother died in 1990, but her death certificate had the wrong Social Security number. SSA assumed she was still alive and kept depositing money in a bank account she shared with her son. Joash claimed in court records that he notified SSA his mom was deceased, but the agency kept depositing money in their account, and Joash kept spending it. More than 300 payments, adding up to $187,665. Joash and his attorney declined to be interviewed for this story. The Joash case prompted the I-Team to examine how the Social Security Administration investigates fraud and tries to punish those it believes are responsible for it. But even those efforts are coming under fire.
They meet the definition of dysfunctional, incompetent.
Eastern Kentucky attorney Ned Pillersdorf, who did not represent Joash, tells the I-Team he has clients who had their disability benefits terminated in 2015 and 16 because their previous lawyer, Eric Kahn, was under investigation and later convicted in a massive Social Security fraud. Federal court records show the SSA's Office of the Inspector General said it had reason to believe the applications of 1,787 former clients of Kahn had been tainted by fraud. But the SSA refused to let the accused see the alleged evidence against them.
They basically decided to carpet bomb these people with unfair hearings to make it look like they're trying to ferret out fraud.
The U.S. Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals in Cincinnati ruled in November 2018 that those SSA hearings violated the rights of the former Eric Kahn clients who lost their disability benefits.
It's a bureaucracy, probably the world's biggest bureaucracy.
Cincinnati attorney James Williams wasn't involved in the Joash case. He represents people who appeal the SSA's denial of benefits, and before that, he was an attorney with the SSA's Office of Hearings and Appeals.
They want to do a good job. Part of the problem is I don't think they have enough personnel to do the good job.
Williams blames Congress for what he believes has been the chronic underfunding of SSA.
As I like to say with politicians, I like to give them all the blame they deserve.
Both Ohio senators, Republican Rob Portman and Democrat Sherrod Brown, serve on the Senate Subcommittee on Social Security. Senator Portman's office did not respond to an email request for comment. But Senator Brown spoke with the I-Team during a recent conference call with journalists.
Congress and the administration have underfunded the Social Security Administration. They don't have the money it costs money to root this fraud out.
The SSA says its investigations have uncovered billions of dollars in fraud. But according to Inspector General audits, the SSA paid benefits last year to half of the dead people that had been identified as deceased in previous IG audits. It's unclear if any of them got paid as long as the deceased mother of Curtis Joash. A federal judge ordered Joash to repay the $187,000 he stole from Social Security. And in the Eric Kahn case, federal judges ordered Kahn and 2 of his co-defendants to pay restitution of nearly $300 million. Craig Cheatham, 9 on your side.